All right, Chris in Texas. You're live with Eric and V. What would you like to talk about today?
Hi,
Chris?
first time caller. Hello, can you hear me?
Hey,
Hello?
yes.
Hello? Okay, cool. So first time caller, find out about you guys a couple of days ago, just through scrolling through podcasts, trying to ask questions and things.
Cool.
Awesome.
Love y'all's platform, so thanks for providing it.
Rock on. Thank you. It says that you're a believer. What did you want to talk about?
So the Romans and Jews are seen as great documenters of all the things they witnessed.
Mm-hmm.
So the things that they witnessed, how to you guys is that not enough proof or truth for believing?
Well, believing in what exactly here? What are we talking about?
Miracles like walking on water, things like that.
Okay. So walking on water, unless we're talking about, David Blaine doing some kind of illusion, are you talking about actually suspending physics to walk on water? Right? Is that what you're saying?
So in the Bible, it documents that, you just walked on water.
Sure. Okay. So I have a book and it says that in that book, I walked on water just like Jesus. Does that mean that you should believe me too?
No.
Why?
I'm sorry. So I don't believe I should believe that because it's just something you said and you wrote it down and anyone can do that.
Sure. So why does the Bible not pass that? Why does the Bible pass that smell test and my book of Eric not?
Well, you said in the beginning, we'd take Roman and Jewish documentation as reliable for many things. So why not this?
That's a good question. I guess because how many witnesses there are.
Okay, how many witnesses were there at? Let's see. When God appeared on the mountain to the Jewish people in the Old Testament, was it 500 or 5,000? I'm missing an order of magnitude here. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I couldn't tell you the number.
Okay, let's go with 5,000. Or any other claim made in the Bible. How about the plagues of Egypt? How many people witnessed that?
A lot.
Yeah? How many accounts do we have of that?
0.
Oh, we've got one. It's in the Bible. So if one person a long time ago wrote a story saying everybody did a thing, should we believe that one account? Now, I would expect and I would hope for corroborating evidence, like lots of other accounts, lots of other written records by different people from different viewpoints.
Yeah, it turns out Egyptians are actually very good at documenting history, too. They didn't document any of that.
I mean, I'm sure there were plenty of literate Jews as well.
See, here's my thing. And this was actually a point brought up in a video I watched a couple of days ago by Vice Drino and Shannon Q. A lot of, maybe most ancient cultures had a form of documenting history after, the father of modern history in Greek times. Most of them also had a way of mythologizing their history. Certain pharaohs were given godlike powers. And that doesn't mean that we throw everything else out that they wrote. We accept a lot of what ancient Egypt cataloged, right? Same with ancient China, same with ancient, like every culture that has that long line of documentation. But they all also make mystical claims that we dismiss. We say, okay, ancient Egyptians, they were really, really good at documenting this, all the agricultural and social and cultural stuff that's going on. They also say that their pharaoh was the son of the gods and won a war by snapping his fingers or whatever. We're going to dismiss that because we understand that these ancient peoples mythologize their histories sometimes, but that doesn't discredit everything else. Yeah. So my question is, why are we not doing that for the Bible? Why are we not saying, hey, there's some valid history here? Sure. Certain things may have happened. They
Nazareth
were documenting
may have
things.
existed.
Right. Certain
Bethlehem.
places, certain people, sure. But people mythologize. That's an understood thing that people of that time period did. So if we're going to give the Bible a pass and say, okay, yes, miracles happen because this historical document said it did, then we also have to do that same thing to every other text. And then we run into a whole bunch of issues, because then we have all these different gods existing and all these different leaders winning the same battle in different ways. And it becomes very confusing. So I guess my question for you is, why do we only get to do that with the Bible and not with other histories?
There really isn't a reason other than people wanting or convincing themselves to believe it because a lot more people do.
Yeah, exactly. It is the culture. We grew up in a culture where that was the dominant story. And so it sounds more reasonable to us. It sounds less strange, like what Lewis was talking about.
Yeah.
Of course it sounds less strange. It's the one we grew up with. Of course the one with the son of Ra, sounds a little bit more strange to a Western ear because we didn't grow up with that culture. But if we're really going to be honest about it, we're either going to need to use the same metric for all of these histories, or we're going to have to accept that we're special pleading.
Okay, awesome. Do you mind if I ask one more question, or maybe two?
Go for it. At least one.
Yeah.
Okay, one. Okay. So do you have any good resources for looking into prophecies besides, obviously the Bible?
Lots of them. I think if you want a fun video, check out Holy Kool-Aid. He's my roommate.
Yeah.
And he has a series of videos debunking psychics. And that whole idea of prophecy is pretty well explored. In fact, there's a huge movement in the skeptic community, not just the atheist community, but the skeptic community. If you look up James Randi and what James Randi has done and kind of follow that pattern that a lot of magicians have done in talking about, prophecy and psychics, I think you're going to find a wealth of information there.
Since that was a pretty quick question, do I have time for one more? Or
sure.
Yeah.
You're an honest interlocutor. You get an extra question.
What's up, man?
Why is faith not a good enough answer or reason?
Because I can't apply it anywhere else. I mean, I don't have faith in any other thing that's important to me. I have a justified belief based on evidence, and I apportion my confidence to the evidence at hand. But where else is faith good? It's not good when you do your taxes. It's not good when you are making large decisions in your life. It's not good when you're, making friends or relationships. There's nowhere else where faith is good. It just appears to be a bad tool. I
can sum that up. You can come to true conclusions and false conclusions using faith equally. There is no metric that faith offers for measuring whether or not something is true.
Damn. Yes, that what V said.
So if you care about what's true, that's the caveat, right? We're not, maybe you don't, maybe that's not important to you. But if you want to know what's true, then faith has been shown to bring us in the wrong direction just as often as it might push us in the right direction. So it's not useful for determining truth.
Okay.
Can somebody clip that? That was really, that was, that was beautiful. That was good.
Great questions though, Chris. I really, really enjoyed talking with you. If you have more questions, feel free to call back. We'd love to have you on again.
And as a believer, we'd love to hear about what has convinced you. So maybe next time?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, sounds good. Have a good rest of your day.